Um, Good morning again. I don't know, I feel kind of lame making another video so soon after my last one. Um, but I've been talking to uh, my friends, and I mean the ones who at least kind of understand and have received comments. No, not many, but I received comments on my last video with some feedback, and um, yeah, I don't know. I just want to try and find that, you know, balance where I don't, purposefully try to dress more conventionally male just to be read properly. Because I don't want to sacrifice who I am. I don't want to have to keep it under wraps just to be read correctly. I guess because then, for me specifically, because, I'm not really the most, you know, so yeah, I'm not the most macho masculine, but not all, cisgendered men are that way either. I just, I guess I kind of, I don't like that my face is feminine to begin with. I don't like that I'm short. um, Last night was kind of tough for me because I came back home from work and I thought about what happened at work. And earlier that day in the morning, I was talking to a colleague, and now no one there knows that I'm trans except for my manager, but chances are she's probably already forgotten. I was talking to my colleague and I told her that it's kind of weird, but customers seem to think that I'm a woman often. And she's like, really? I guess she was kind of in disbelief. And she's like, well, how do you feel about that? And I told her, well, I think that it's weird, and because that's not what I am. And she said that I should try to correct them. And as I said before, for the while I hadn't been attempting to. But so after what she said, later on, I was going to help a customer, and he was looking for a certain type of paper, and I said, "Oh yeah, come over here. I can show you." And one of my other coworkers was there, and they were asking me, "Oh, what are you guys looking for?" And the customer answered. I was going to answer, but the customer answered my coworker's question. The customer said, "Oh well, she's looking for some mounting board for me." And I'm just kind of thinking like, okay, I've already talked to you. I don't get it, like why this keeps happening. And I said, "Oh, I'm a guy," and then he's like, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking closely." And I'm just kind of like, we already made eye contact and everything, so I don't get it. But I mean, it was just a brief correcting, I guess relatively painless. Maybe I will try to correct people next time when it happens. Uh, just hopefully nothing awkward comes out of it. I would hate for someone to be like mean to me. um, Lately, I've been having a lot of trouble with my confidence in general. I mean, it's just been really. I feel like shit, honestly. Um, I mean, last night I just got really emotional, and I'm home alone for like the next few days, and I mean, it was like 1 a.m. I looked at my phone and I thought, there's no one I can call. There's no one that I can really call and talk to and know that they'll get me. Like I feel kind of sad that I don't have any close trans friends. I mean, I have people at the support group, but now I can't even go to the support group because I have work on Tuesdays. Uh, so I can't go. I mean, I thought about maybe, I don't know. I don't know who I can actually really talk to who's not going to be like, oh, well, you're a whiner, like, I don't think I talk about it in a very whiny way. I mean, I'm usually trying to seek solutions, what I can do, trying to consider all the options, and anything that I don't do, I understand. Kind of like, not really. Mm, well, I mean, like, for example, trying to, dress more conventionally male, just to be read correctly. I understand that I don't really go there, and I don't know if some people go as far as to really trying to change their mannerisms. Maybe there might be, I don't know. But, it's whatever makes you happy. And, for me personally, how I act and how I dress so far, I'm pretty happy with it. But, I'm not being read correctly sometimes. And that could be because of, my hair or like my glasses, just my pure physical body at the moment. I guess I'm kind of impatient. Like, I really wish the years would go by so that it could be read correctly eventually. I guess because I hadn't been going to school or doing work for a while, and because I didn't go out a lot, there wasn't really many people seeing me and being able to see me enough to actually use, pronouns or address me in one way or another. But now that I'm at school and now that I'm working, uh, I come in contact with people much more often, and so then it feels like this is happening a lot. Uh, it feels like it's just coming all at once that people are misgendering me. So I guess I'm just trying to deal with it somehow, trying to find a good way to cope with it and understand it, and not let it affect me, because I can see that it's kind of slowly breaking me down just a bit. And I mean, I'm kind of a little. My confidence has been lacking a lot lately, just a lot. Like, I just don't feel proud of myself about anything I've done. I just don't. Like, I mean, I guess this is where it starts to sound really, like, dare I say, emo. I just feel as if, I haven't done anything worth being proud of in my life. Like, sure, I went to university, a nice one, but I graduated and didn't do anything, with my degree. While I admit that my degree wasn't one that I honestly wanted, that just makes me look even worse, doesn't it? I went to a nice school only to come out with a lot of debt, and I just look like, your classic loser. Like, sure, I'm going to school right now, sure, I have a part-time job, but I feel like I should be doing something, you know, better. I mean, I don't feel proud of myself. I don't feel attractive either. Like, I just feel a lot of disappointment and self-loathing, and I'm just not really happy with where I am in my life. I mean, I know that I was definitely happy when I started transitioning because it felt like things were, coming along nicely. They were falling into place. Things were improving. But I guess now I'm kind of like, my personal growth feels stagnant, and I don't like feeling as if I'm moving nowhere. I want to feel like I'm moving forward still. And right now it feels like I'm not really moving forward. I mean, I get told, like, oh, well, you're going back to school, that's a step. Or, like, oh, you're you got a part-time job, that's a big step for you. And I just think like even a younger teenager gets a part-time job. Like what's so special about that for me? Like it's I don't know. I mean, and I used to think of myself as a very good artist, but being at work because everyone over there is practically an artist, I feel inferior. I don't know, I feel like right now my confidence is so small and I don't know what I can do to improve it. I'm not sure what kind of things I can rely on to remind myself that you are a great person, or you know you do have talent, or you should be proud of yourself for those things. I'm not sure what real truths I can grasp onto and know that it is legitimate, that it is legitimately something I can feel confident about and feel solid. I just feel so like nobody. I don't have any friends in real life yet still. I know that sounds really sad. I think it would be really nice to have friends in real life. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that I can make friends with at least one of my coworkers because I find them all to be really cool people. Like everyone there seems really chill. I've had interesting conversations with a few of them, but making friendships take time. I was hoping to make friends at school, but there isn't really much time in class for talking. Well, sorry for the sad video, but I mean, since there isn't really anyone else I can talk to, I feel like this is my only outlet in the moment. But, thanks for listening if you managed to watch it all the way to the end. Well, goodbye.